get out of here. I don't want you here. Yeah, because I was not paying him. Yeah,
But if you were making so much, why were you not willing to then invest in
because
the business
I
and
was
say,
I was already uh
is it a mindset
it's a mindset
issue
thing.
or what?
Yeah, it's a mindset issue. Because I was already losing 9 man, 50 rand, let me pay this guy, man. Yeah, bro. And we haven't been caught for a very long time. So why would I give 200 rand to extra 200 rand to this person? He barely even comes here anyways. But I was not thinking of protecting my business because we lost the business at the end of the day. So now I lost 50,000 rand because I couldn't pay 50 rand a day.
And you couldn't set up anywhere else?
I couldn't set up anywhere else. I tried setting up here in Durban, but another thing that we fail to understand is that you assume since there's a lot of people, you're going to get sales, which is not true.
Yeah. Maybe get into that. You assume that since there's a lot of people,
Sure.
there would be sales. But that's not necessarily the case.
It's not necessarily
So,
the case.
which speaks to what market segmentation,
Sure.
choosing your market,
Sure.
knowing exactly who the market
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Can you get into that for those people that
Sure.
are starting out in their business? How do you identify a market? Who's your target market?
Marketing is a long-term game. Marketing takes years. Marketing is a whole structure in our Tokoni marketing department because that department has to do research. There's something called the market research where you research and you understand exactly, does this product meet this person's does this product satisfy this person? It's a whole structure which you need to get into and understand. And I think Tina, as in Lemyama, we when you're thinking about business, you're thinking, Guti, I'm just gonna create a product and then people will buy. It's not true. It's not. You might get lucky. I mean, you're gonna get people who are lucky that you create a product. It sort of happens, Guti. You just created the product in the right time, and then your market you hit a jackpot on that one. So when I came here in Durban, set up the whole structure for Tinje. Same thing. We have a table. We are selling a perfume. Another thing, we're actually selling way less compared to what we are selling the Kavashem. A Kavashem, there was Aiki perfume which was less than 500 rand. Lana, I'm selling perfume for like 170, and I was making one sale a day. Lapo, there's hundreds of people passing by because its target audience is not the right one. But there, I was selling like 5 perfumes a day, and I'm making like 2,000 rand.
And you were selling for a higher amount.
And I was selling for a higher amount. Because now I've met the right target audience, which needs this product.
You know, a lot of people talk about, not a lot of people, I mean, people who understand this.
Sure.
There is a product that's designed for scale.
Sure.
Right? You want to sell it to as many people as you can.
Sure.
And there is a niche product that is designed for magnitude.
Yeah.
Right? It sounds like you took a product that was working.
Sure.
At magnitude, you could have sold 5, but you'll make a decent amount of money.
Sure, yeah.
And then you took it to a market that was looking for scale, but was not necessarily even interested in perfumes because they're not that niche that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Where do you think the mistake was with that?
First of all, it's the assumption that a lot of people means you're going to make money. That is number one. Number two, just because a product yako, maybe it's cheap, you're thinking it's gonna sell a lot, which is not entirely true. You can have there's a calculation of if you want to make R1 million per month or whatever period you want to make R1 million in, you can sell a R1 product to 1 million people, or you can drop the number significantly and sell a product for 100 rand to 1,000 people or 10,000 people. I'm not sure, but you still make R1 million. So when just reduce the number of people that you need to approach, and then you raise the price. You still make the same amount of money. You still make R1 million. I'm now focusing on e-marketing. Or should I say, I'm part of the marketing department. I mean, I'm just doing social media. And every time when I meet a new client, I just recently started the social media thing actually this year. But the information that I have, it comes from 10 years of understanding sales. But now I want to reach as many people as possible with just one video or two videos. When I meet a client, I tell them that this is the amount of money that you're going to spend, and you have to give me time. You can't say you want to shift the needle with one video or 1 month of work. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We have to be given time. First of all, to understand your product and how can your product fit in the social media thing.
So, how did your 10 years in sales
Yeah.
shape your understanding of social media marketing?
You have to be the funny guy when you're selling. And being the funny guy on social media, I think it's much easier. It also gives you people skills. When you are selling, you understand people, you get a better understanding of how to interact with people. I always tell people, if you want to build a character of a business person or an entrepreneur, you must go to sales. Because sales, they're going to dribble you. You're going to try and approach 10 people, and all of them, they're going to tell you no. They're going to shut that door, chief, on your face. All of them, they're going to tell you no. But that builds character for you as a person. Because now you know and understand how to take no to the heart. You're taking it here. You're taking it. No, you're taking the no here. I mean, I don't know how many times when I tried. And another thing is, I was actually giving people on credit. Imagine someone is declining a credit sale. So you heard twice that I'm not even asking for your money now. I'm just asking for your money at a later stage. Yeah. So someone is just gonna shut the door and you'll be like, hey, I'm right, chief. Yeah, bro. So it really hurts you, but it builds you at the same time also. It
Yeah.
builds you, like it gives you a different perspective of people. It also gives you an understanding, which is, oh, so if I'm approach kanje, then I need to approach like this. If I'm approach kanje, then I need to approach like this. I came to an understanding. Oh, women buy more than Amachit. Amachit are very conscious with Imalia. But Amacheri more to boom, you're making money. That's why market eningi ifocusa towards Amacheri. We're talking clothing, we're talking makeup, and any other thing, G. Focus on, if you want to make money, focus on women. You'll make a lot of money.
So, what are the key lessons that you can say you took from sales
Sure.
that transcended into
Social
marketing?
Media. Sure. Patience, that's number one. You have to be very patient when doing AMA sales. Number two, you're gonna